Welcome everybody to 2 Point Hospital. Man, I don't know about you, but I have been super stoked for this game coming out. Like, if you're anything like me, back in the day you were probably a big fan of Theme Hospital, you know, all those Bullfrog games. And when they announced this, I was super stoked, honestly. Like, I've been looking forward to it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, I haven't played any of it yet, as you can see. I've watched a fair bit of it. You know, everybody's kind of playing it at the moment. I wanted to get involved as well. So we're gonna. Everyone else is starting from lower bullocks. We're gonna start from the tutorial level. 52%
of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived.
Ah.
Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school.
Turtle head or something?
HDR. If you suffer from turtle head, let
it is.
and noggin
I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. It was just my first I've been talking about turtle heads today, so that was kind of my first reaction.
Oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way.
Beautiful.
You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients,
buddy,
and a new you.
Your window's on fire.
Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
You tee off at 3. Tough shit. Okay, weirdly, that guy sounded a bit like John St. John, the guy who does Duke Nukem's voice. Like, I have no idea who he is. Well, maybe I'll look it up and find out. So, yeah, like I said, everybody starts from this level, lower bullocks, which is like this one. Okay, they always seem to skip over the tutorial level. I get it, it's tutorial, right? Nobody really cares about tutorials all that much, but... Oh, sorry. This is Hogsport, and here's your first hospital. Click on it to get started. He said something about being our advisor just before I talked over him. Yeah, I just figured, you know, why not start at the beginning? Everybody else kind of busts their way through to... Is it this one? Yeah, lower bullocks. There you go. There's fluttering over here, but I figured we'd start with Hogsport. And, you know, just get a general idea for how the game kind of plays, and then we'll move on, you know, maybe this video, maybe next video. I don't know how long this will take. So, 2 Point Hospital, welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? I fucking am, honestly. Like, I'm gonna cure shit out some patients. Like, if someone comes in here with turtle heads, I'm gonna fix that stuff, you know? Like, turtle heading is a real problem. It's got to be said. Like, I regularly have problems with turtle heading during the day. But enough about me. Looking around the hospital. First things first, you'll probably want to have a look around. To move around the hospital, blah, 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 blah. Press some buttons, zoom in and out. You can click and drag. There we go. Perfect. Got it all. Wow. You can do edge scrolling. I'm actually not a fan of edge scrolling. I may see if I can turn it off, but I always find with edge scrolling that, you know, you go to click on something just over here and the screen goes miles away from where you actually want it to be. Anyway, reception. The first thing a hospital needs is a reception. Patients will head here when they arrive at the hospital. Let's build a reception desk near the entrance. So that's pretty standard theme hospital logic, isn't it? You get your reception desk in. I guess we don't need to build a room for it, do we? And you make sure your receptionist can, like, greet people. They can, there we go. So ZNX to rotate, or you can hold the left mouse button and click and drag. Okay, that's cool. Well, I think what we'll do, right, is we'll get 2 receptionists in. Okay, yeah, I did look at the controls. You can hold control to turn off the snapping, which is kind of useful. But I think for our purposes, we're just gonna you know, snap to grid. Great, we'll need an assistant to run reception. Let's hire one now. Click blah blah blah. Click the hire button. Okay, so we're clicking hire, we're clicking assistants, and we click on the hire button. Okay, well, let's have a look. We've got Dolly Sparrow. She's a natural mentor, positive, and unavoidably replaceable. Oh. A natural mentor. Are all of these natural mentors? No, okay. Gets toilet rage, a salty sea dog. We've got a hangry, terribly dull, and dances like tomorrow is a real possibility. So a Randy Rampant, Herbert Punia, or Dolly's... I kind of like Randy, honestly. Like, I mean, he's not fantastic, is he? He's got good stamina training and stuff. But I mean, let's just take Dolly. Screw it. We'll just take Dolly. Okay, Dolly is the best option right here. There we go, Dolly. Welcome to your new job. You're looking beautiful there. Hold on. General Practitioner's Office. Great. Before we officially open, we need a GP's office. Patients will visit doctor working as GP. At each stage of diagnosis, GP will assess patients and decide if they are ready for treatment or if they require further diagnosis. Let's build a GP's office now. Build a room, click on the rooms, blah, 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 pick some rooms. Basically, yeah, same as Theme Hospital. You're looking fine there, Dolly. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're happy at your new station. Looks like you're running I don't know, some bastardized version of Windows there. It doesn't look like it's loading properly though, Dolly. You want to get those icons up. How the fuck are you going to know what you're doing if you can't see what it is you're clicking on? You know? Oh, there we go. We'll pitch it up a little bit. So we need to build a GP's office. A GP's office is obviously like the main source, the main heartbeat of our hospital. You know, the GP is the person who will kind of bring in all the big bucks, or at least bring in the people who. There we go. We'll build it up to the edge like that. They'll be the one who kind of tells people what it is that they're going to have to pay us in order to fix them. You know, I like this though. So in Theme Hospital, what you used to get was you put the room layout down, and it was kind of fiddly to put objects down because you'd have to like be picking them from the list and putting them in. I like the fact it's kind of automatically decided you're going to need a GP's desk at the end of the day, and you know what? You're probably going to need a filing cabinet.
Harrison Wolf, the lone voice of reason, ready to spread some truth to all our vigilant listeners.
Okay.
So open your eyes and your ears and get ready to find out what's really going on. But first, here are some people playing musical instruments.
Okay, so there's a hospital DJ apparently, from the sounds of it, which is pretty cool. I like it. I mean, hospitals do have DJs at the end of the day. Like that is a fairly common staple of the hospital. You know, a DJ to kind of tell people, just to keep people's spirits up. You know. Like, I guess being a hospital DJ, though, can be a bit of a rough ride. Like, imagine picking the wrong songs, you know? Like, there are some people in the hospital who have some fairly severe things wrong with them. Imagine picking songs that kind of, you know, related to death or like, losing loved ones or, I don't know, just things going wrong in general. Like, it's not going to be good, is it? So you've got to be really careful about the songs you play.
Will be taken home by staff.
Oh, good. You know, you can't play Not Knocking on Heaven's Door, for example. That's probably a really bad song to play in a hospital. Oh, look at that. That was cool. Doctor Whom? Excellent. Now we need a doctor to run a GP's office. Okay, so we're going to hire a doctor the same way we hired an assistant, I assume. We got Gilbert Fast and Maya Burke. What do we want? Positive and doesn't have perfect vision? Or high energy, funny, and laughs with, not at people? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? Like, this guy does have the better treatment, but given the fact that he's pretty blind, like, I'd rather not have the half-blind doctor kind of working in our GP's office, if you know what I mean. Should we drop her on the desk? Oh, we can't. Okay. No, we can't. There we go. We can't drop her on the chair. We have to drop her on the floor. That's fine. I don't mind. I was kind of looking forward to putting her on the desk and seeing what happened, though. I do notice this desk is the wrong way round, isn't it? Shit. Okay, right. Can I change this? I can pick it up. Ah, here we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know how to zoom. I've already been doing it. I mean, it's my fault. I shouldn't have like looked at which way the desk needed to go. You know. Fine, it can go there. I guess we'll just have the bin like slightly in the middle of the room. Can we move this bin somewhere more sensible? There we go. Back corner of the room. That's better. That's a pretty nice layout. Let's just pitch the camera so that we can get the old Achievos going. Sorry about that. Probably make you feel a bit ill. Okay, so what's next then? We need to diagnose a patient. So we've got our new doctor. She's coming in. Come on, Maya. And we've got our first patient. Right, Henry Traitor. Jesus Christ! You better not screw me over, Henry. He's got his appointment at the GP's office. He's feeling. Oh, let's have a look at his message. Pharmacy required. Our doctor's discovered a new illness. Grout. Oh. Grout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms, and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. Ah, very funny. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a pharmacy in order to treat them. Complete more objectives to unlock the pharmacy. What would you like to do? Let's get him to wait. Okay, so can we not build the pharmacy yet? We don't have the pharmacy. We don't. Okay, so we need to get some more objectives on the go. Okay, so I guess we haven't got any objectives right now. Here we go. We've diagnosed our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Have a look at the message, and we've already done that. So we need to build a pharmacy now. So can we build... Ah, here we go. So it was purely a tutorial thing, okay? Like, the pharmacy was always going to be available to us. We just had to wait a few minutes. Now, where is a sensible place to put a pharmacy, do you think? Like, I feel like near the front entrance to the hospital is probably a good idea. Is there a minimum size requirement for this pharmacy, or can we just build it like one high? Oh god, no, that's definitely not right. Okay, let's do that, and then we right-click, change the mode back. Now, if we're going to have 2 reception desks, we do need to leave space for 2, don't we? So, I don't know. We'll kind of mess with the layout a little bit, maybe, because then the wall's going to have to run to here. No, you know what? That's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're going to do it that way. You know why? Because I'm going to get some seating and stuff in over here, so that people don't have to walk around like poor what's his name, Henry, whatever his name was, something like that. Whatever his name was. Like he's just wandering the halls at the moment. Not really sure what to do with himself. Let's put this machine near the window so we can get like some nice fresh air into the drug mixer. I'm sure that won't cause any problems whatsoever. We'll get some filing cabinets in here because of course we want to keep a record of like all of the drugs that we've researched with our drug machine. So we're going to need loads of filing cabinets. We're going to need a couple of bins, one for hazardous waste and one for non-hazardous waste. And of course we are definitely going to need a fire extinguisher, because when you've got a big machine like this, chances are something's going to go wrong. We'll put a plant just here though, just to make things, just to gussy things up a little bit, you know, and help our prestige level for the pharmacy to go up a little bit. But there we are. There's our pharmacy. We're gonna mix a shit ton of drugs here, you know, maybe some cocaine or like some heroin or something like that. But yeah, I guess we need to hire a nurse, okay, to get the pharmacy rolling. So. It is funny actually. It's exactly the same as Theme Hospital kind of was, like the same process, just slightly different UI, slightly more modernised, you know. Let's have a look though. So we've got a litterer, positive, funny, doesn't have perfect vision. Hygienic, weak bladder, has potential, disciplined recycler. Well, the weak bladder. I wonder if that. Yeah, here we go. So that they'd need the toilet. I like the fact that you can see what these things actually mean. Perfect. Okay. So what does doesn't have perfect vision? Not a lot. I guess that's just a humorous. It's just a humorous thing. You've got a disciplined recycler there. So there we go. He's romantic, constantly falling in and out of love, and he's scared of seals. You, my friend, are perfect. You know why? We don't have any seals in this hospital. Okay, like apart from the rubber seals you get like on, you know, machinery and stuff. So yeah, you are welcome in our hospital, dude. I can promise you, while you're working here, you will never see a seal. Okay, but cool. So it looks like. Old Henry, yep, it was Henry, is going off to get his treatment. So he's got grout. It was going to be dug out of a screwdriver. I guess now he just has to take a little bit of medication. Let's watch this drug mixer go. Look at it. Wow, it's so beautiful. Bam. Okay, are we done? So I guess Henry needs the red drug. Take the red pill, Henry, not the blue pill. Remember, the red pill. That's what this guy's saying. He does look a little bit like Neo, doesn't he? Perfect. So Henry is now treated. While Henry was being treated, of course, we do have another patient who's come into the hospital, but we've earned our first Chivo, which of course is the most important thing. So, well done, we've cured our first patient. We've earned some money, and the hospital's reputation has improved, which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand the hospital.
We just cured our very first patient.
Oh, that's nice. So we've got Natalie Deluxe here. She too has grout, it would appear. But yeah, I guess we don't have any more objectives right now. Should we just? Here we go. Janitors and maintenance. Now that we've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Yeah, they are. They're not the best thing for business, honestly. It's asked us to put fire extinguishers down, which obviously I've already done because I love a good fire extinguisher. But now we're going to have to find ourselves a good janitor. So we've got will work for peanuts. We've got class clown, has potential, and a scholar and a gentle person. I mean, this person sounds ideal to me. Like this is my kind of person, honestly. They're cheap. They're funny. They learn quickly. And they're a scholar and a rogue, you know. This guy, however, he gets angry. I mean, he's charming, which is good, and he is a fast learner as well. He's also got a strong left peg. Who knows what that means? We're going to take Ellie Fluster, I think. Ellie, you are now our head janitor. You're in charge of all the janitors in this hospital, okay? There you go, senior janitor, perfectly. Of course, there is no other janitors at the moment, but that's absolutely fine. So, keep people happy. It's important to keep your staff and patients happy to ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients will get bored, thirsty and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment. That's a new one. Food, drinks and a comfy seat. These are things I'm used to seeing, okay? These are a vending machine. This is a chair. I don't know what this one is yet. When they're between appointments, if they become unhappy, they will even go to another hospital. Okay, so let's make a nice little reception waiting area for our peeps. You know, we're going to get some benches down first of all. So, like I said, I think I might use this. Oh, we can't put them that close to walls. That's a shame. The doors. That's a shame. All right. Well, let's start with the important thing, shall we? Let's get a drinks machine down and a snack machine. Okay. There we go. So those are they're I can't think what the word is. Oh, it's in the wrong place. I need to move you. I'm sorry. You're just out of line. There we go. They're flanking the door there of the pharmacy, much like before you go and get your medicine. How about an unhealthy snack? Because that is the kind of thing that hospitals actually like to do. They will pitch you with. I mean, when my first son was when my first child, I should say, when my son was born. We obviously we went to the hospital and everything, and you did do the standard hospital stuff, but it is like amazing the things that they do in hospitals. So like there was like it's not there anymore, but there was like a fast food restaurant. I'm not gonna name any names, but that was based inside the hospital. Whoa, what was that? Man, that was glitch. There we go. How's that for a glitch, guys? Click on the border. Just don't tell anybody I found that. Yeah, there was a fast food place inside the hospital, and like I remember seeing that and just being like, what the fudge is wrong with these people? Honestly, obviously I said a much ruder word than that, but I think I dropped the F-bomb. Honestly, I probably dropped the F-bomb to my partner. Nobody else was around, of course. It was just me and her, getting ready for the birth of our first child at the end of the day. But yeah, genuinely couldn't believe it. When I kind of realised that was a thing, flabbergasted. Now I have realised these doors are actually going to mess with my bench plans. So I think what I might have to do is I don't even think that's going to work. Okay, look, let's just get a fourth bench down for now. So we've got 4 to play with. Let's have a little think about how we're going to fit these in nicely. Because at the moment, I don't see a particularly nice way to do this unless we back to back them like that, maybe down the middle. I think that could work quite nicely, couldn't it? Let's pick you up. Let's put you there. Let's pick you up. Should we? I could put them next to each other, couldn't I? Or I could leave a little gap. What do you think? I think the gap might be necessary, like just so people can kind of get to this reception desk. Which reminds me, let's get another reception desk down. What's the point in having this area that we've planned out if we're not going to use it in the way that we planned? We have, of course, just dumped a rather large vending machine right next to this reception desk, but that's fine. Okay, it just means the receptionist can reach over, they can grab themselves a snack, and all will be good. Shit, that's really annoying. Yeah, never mind. I'm going to keep the vending machines there. This is the tutorial hospital at the end of the day, so I'm not too fussed about making things precise. When we get to the, I'm just going to hire you. Thanks. Oh no, you're not. Oh fuck! I hired a nurse. I didn't want a nurse. Can we fire you now? How do we fire you? How do I fire you? Stats, log, info, satisfied with pay, looking for work, happiness. Oh, here we go. Fire. Are you sure you're blah blah blah? Employed for 0 days. Blah 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 blah. I'll have to set free all of my swans. I'm sorry, Robin. You're gonna have to set free all your swans. I'm really sorry. All right. I needed an assistant. I didn't need a nurse. I needed an assistant, and unfortunately, you're the one who took the brunt of my getting things wrong. So staff get tired as they work and will eventually go on a break. A staff room will help them relax and return to work energized. Drinks and snacks help keep them happy too. If you make a room larger and fill it with interesting items, it will be considered more prestigious. People using a high prestige room will become happier. A nice staff room will also help staff regain energy faster. Obviously, that makes sense. So let's make sure we get a good staff room down here. We're gonna put it. I think we'll attach it to the GP's office slightly, and we'll make it nice and long like this. Okay. The staff room can have... What? Oh, okay. Is it too close to a reception desk there? I guess it is. Staff room can have its door here, behind the receptionists, because that way they can make sure that none of the visitors are making their way in there.
I've tried hypnotizing myself with pendulums and pocket watches.
Okay, I wonder if there's an option to turn off that DJ. There probably is, isn't there? I think I saw something about the something about the DJ.
Then another thing, and I say one thing, and then another thing.
Because he's.
It's possible you're now hypnotized too.
Okay, thanks, dude. It's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I like that touch, but it's going to make it a little bit difficult to keep talking if every now and then there's a guy talking over me, if you know what I mean. So, like I said, we're going to put that there. It's going to make sure none of the patients, none of the visitors can get into the staff room. You know, they're going to be the last line of defence to make sure the staff can all get their coffees happily. So, staff will head to the staff room when they're on a break, fill the room with interesting items to help them become fully refreshed before their break ends. We can force people to go on a break, which is kind of nice actually, because otherwise people do just work themselves, you know, to the bone. So there we go. That's nicely positioned. What's next? Drinks and snacks are great for keeping people happy, but they can lead to littering if there are no bins nearby. While we're at it, staff and patients will get pretty grumpy if they don't have access to any toilets. Okay, so we need toilets. And we probably need a bin in this reception area, don't we? Because otherwise, like it said, people are just going to dump their rubbish everywhere. Okay, so we're going to put a bin there and a bin there. All right, that's going to be our layout. We're going to have bins nice and close to the vending machines so that people don't take the piss with them. Speaking of taking the piss, though, let's get a toilet down. What do you reckon? So I think what I'm going to do is put a toilet like this. Okay, it's slightly out there, but the idea is we're going to funnel people down either side of the reception area. Okay. Oh man, I kind of screwed myself over on the layout there though. Just put one of them down. Huh. Okay. What about a sink? We can put a sink here. Can we put a hand dryer on this side? Let's put the hand dryer near the front door, and let's get a bin in here as well, so that people can throw away, you know, their use sanitary towels or whatever the hell it is that people like to throw in toilet bins. Honestly, I don't think I've ever put anything in a bin in a public toilet. Like, I don't think that's a thing that I've ever done, you know? But, you know, to each their own, to each their own. So, the hospital levels increase, keep expanding and attracting more patients and staff. Further diagnosis. We're hearing reports of some new illnesses in town. These might be harder to diagnose. We may need to build a new diagnosis room. If a GP isn't certain, they will send a patient for further diagnosis. Okay. We did hire a janitor, so we've got one of every staff. I don't know why he's telling me to hire janitors. Let's find out what these messages are about. We've got controls, we've got reputation, staff promotion. Oh, okay. Let's promote him. He's doing a good job. And we've got a new illness called the clamp. Once this grips a patient, it doesn't let go. Afflicts many living statues and self-talking chumps. We'll send a patient for treatment at our pharmacy. Okay. So we discovered our new illness. We've dealt with the new illness. We are basically on fire. As you expand the hospital with more rooms and staff, the hospital level increases. A large hospital attracts more patients. As the hospital gets busier, queues may start to get long. We need to build more GPs' offices and other rooms to hire more staff to deal with more extra patients. Look out for queue warnings above rooms. You can also hover over a room to find out about queues. Okay. So what does it want us to do now? It just wants us to cure 2 more patients, I guess. Can we speed the game up? No, we can't. Okay. I've opened some kind of list by trying to speed the game up. Use the illness list to review which illnesses have been encountered in the hospital so far. So this is our illness page. That's cool. Can we... There we go. Oh, and we can slow speed it as well. That's quite nice. Being able to slow things down and take it chill. That's pretty cool. I like that. But we want to go fast right now. I want to go fast, in the words of the immortal Sonic. General diagnosis room. Nice. And yeah, we're going to take advantage of the fast speed to make sure that we can, you know, try and get this objective done as quickly as possible. Yep, you got no idea what's wrong with this person. I know. It's because you need this general diagnosis machine, which honestly looks incredibly familiar. Like, is that not almost exactly the general diagnosis machine from Theme Hospital? I feel like it is. And that's fine. Like, I'm sure it's probably based on like some vaguely real model.
Known to some
Is that it again?
Hemp is in trouble again.
Okay.
Apparently, Elixir, their latest product, which claims to cure all ills,
Right.
is in fact nothing but pine-scented prune juice.
Oh, good.
Well, I guess it should cure one ill at least.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was. I mean, the DJ's fun, but it's slightly odd, isn't it? Honestly. There's a peculiar new illness in town, lightheadedness. We're going to need some expensive new equipment to deal with this. Continue expanding the hospital to unlock the treatment room. We may also need another GP's office and some more staff to keep on top of things. Okay, so we need to build another GP's office, hire another doctor, hire another nurse, earn 15 grand, get the hospital to level 4. Alright, well, I mean, they're pretty simple objectives, right? We can definitely complete most of these. We're going to make a small GP's office here. We're going to put the door in this corridor. We will put the GP's desk this way round. There we go. We'll get the filing cabinet on the back here. We'll make sure he's got all of the standard luxuries that a GP needs. A fire extinguisher, in case his desk catches fire or something. A plant, there we go, perfect. He can name his plant Barry. Right, so we've got a second GP's office. Let's hire our second doctor, Antonio Brick. Screw it. We're just going to hire, like, we're not going to look at who it is. Like I said, this is a tutorial at the end of the day. Like, we're not fussed about, you know, whether they're any good at their job or not. But we need to hire a second nurse. Oh, I mean, that's pretty rough, isn't it? We just fired our second nurse, but why is this guy grey, or is it just the colouring alterations? I don't care. We're going to buy him anyway. There we go, and the hospital level has increased. Now it's just a case of earning the last 5 grand that we need. So this is pretty good, right? Like, this definitely reminds me of Theme Hospital at the end of the day. Like, it is incredibly similar. So, one of our patients, Leroy Bucket, has been sent to all of our diagnosis rooms, but we're only 80% sure of the diagnosis. Get to your treatment. Let's find out what happens to him. Bogwarts has been discovered. A rather disgusting skin condition caused by filthy toilets. It could be cured with an expensive cocktail of drugs carefully prepared in a pharmacy, or with witchcraft. I get it. It's a funny joke. It's a Harry Potter joke. Our doctor discovered a new illness, bed face. A quite alarming contortion of the face caused by sleeping at a strange angle. Doctors recommend always using a bed protractor to monitor your sleeping angles. Nice. Good. That is legendary. I like that. So we're going to need to build a ward for that one. Let's just get him to wait for a bit. We might be able to build a ward soon. Now, where's old Leroy Bucket? Where are you, buddy? Is this Leroy Bucket? Leroy? Leroy Bucket, where are you? Keith Studmuffin, what a name. Ah, okay. He's in the toilet cubicle. Oh, Leroy, you are looking dapper, my man. You are a fancy fly, rocking those trainers and that tweed suit and the hat and stuff. I really like it. Now, Leroy, I know this is only an 80% chance of success, okay? Oh, never mind. The 2-Point Health Ministry is keen to recognise the achievements of every hospital in the county. If we can build a hospital that satisfies the needs of the local area, the hospital will be awarded with an official star rating. This will be great for our organisation. Not only does each star come with associated rewards, but will also allow us to establish new hospitals. So yeah, basically, stars are your way of progressing to the next lot of maps and stuff. So that's what we're going to be aiming for, is a star unlock with this map. So we need to cure 3 patients of lightheadedness. What is the treatment room? Oh wait, where's Leroy? There he is. I nearly lost him. What is the treatment for lightheadedness? Is that a ward? I think it might be the ward that we need. Okay, Leroy.
You're listening to Harrison.
I hope you're okay here, Leroy. Honestly, I hope things go okay for you. Oh, here we go. The deluxe clinic.
Recently. I was impressed
perfect.
by
All right,
how
we'll do that in a minute.
experimental the acts were.
Leroy,
till I
it's
realized
80%,
his
dude.
face
You're going to
the
be
wrong
okay.
way and just looking
All
at
right,
the
you're going to be
dead
fine.
wall.
Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Just make sure it's. Oh, I did. Oh, thank God for that. So his illness was misery guts, and I guess we just gave him a cocktail of random pharmaceutical drugs. It turns out it was the right cocktail, and honestly, I'm pretty thankful for that, because that could have gone badly, couldn't it? Let's put our deluxe clinic just here, though. All right, so we can finish off this little bit of corridor down here. I don't know about you guys. I am all about like getting these hospital layouts to be efficient and work well, and also like just to kind of look like a real hospital, if you know what I mean. Like, hospitals always have these like really tight corridors and stuff. I mean, they're not tight, they're quite wide, but you always have these bizarre corridors that run for freaking ages, you know, and they go all the way through the hospital like one big long line, and you branch off it, and you know, do that kind of thing. There we go. Ba-bum. And I kind of want to replicate that with our hospitals when we're playing through this. We need a ward. Oh, screw it. Send him home. We discovered misery guts, chronic grumpiness due to nihilistic semicolon, I should say. We can use this to kudos. What? Oh, okay. Can use this to gain access to new items. Take a look at the items list. Any item with a padlock can be unlocked using K. Okay, so kudosh is your unlocks, basically. I see. And how do we see how much... Ah, there it is. So our kudosh is down here, and we can see how much our kudosh takes to unlock things. So, for example, let's unlock an aircon unit. Perfect. Now we can give each of these rooms like its own... Or maybe we'll just put it in the entrance, you know. I'm guessing this is kind of like an indication of the current heat situation. Looking at this weird diagram, not diagram, this weird kind of yellowing that it's giving me. So now is that too cold? Is that the deal here? Have I just made our place too cold? Oh wait, let's watch this treatment. Hang on, okay, we'll wait until the next guy comes in. This is our first big machine that kind of does something cool. And I want to see what happens when the guy comes in for treatment. Like, here he is. No, not the bench, not the bench. I want this guy. What's his name? Hey, come back here, you. He's got appointments at the GP office. Randy Rowe. We're going to follow you, Randy. All right? Because you've got a light bulb for a head. And honestly, I've never seen anybody with a light bulb for a head before. So as you go for your GP's appointment, we're going to find out what a GP says to you. It's interesting, they don't use their little PCs, actually. I kind of like it if they were tapping things on the PC and it would change, you know, what was appearing on the screen, because games do sometimes do that. But right, let's see what happens to old Randy Rowe here. I see, so we're unscrewing his head and smashing it in a box. And then we're producing like a 3D printed version of his head. His actual head, I guess, the head we have on file is probably the best way to look at it. Perfect! You've done it, Randy. You are now cured. And I think we've done it. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating. That's 1 out of a possible 3 by the 2-Point Health Ministry. I have retrieved your file from my bin to celebrate. Continue to develop your enterprise in hog sport for further esteem and trinkets if you believe that you're capable of more. Alternatively, run before you can walk and begin to expand your organisation by opening a new hospital in Lower Bullocks. The choice is yours, as they say. Tarquin Foxbridge, what a fucking name. Jesus Christ, yours fragrantly, beautiful. That was a good tutorial. It took me a little bit longer than I was hoping
Rise
for.
and shine, everyone.
Okay.
And if you happen to be in Lower Bullocks this morning, watch out for the gathering of druids down the Grog Ben's Ring.
Alright.
In a total coincidence, the town will also pay host to a psychology convention today. Should all work out nicely.
Cool. I mean, the DJs, I like the DJ. It's a nice touch. If I'm playing on my own, I would definitely be into that. But honestly, I'm going to have to look at turning him off for the next recording session. But yeah, that was the tutorial level of 2-Point Hospital. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. It gave us a general idea of what's to come in the next few levels. And I hope you'll stick around with me for the rest of these series. I don't know how long I'll play it for. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to finish it myself. I just don't know how long I'll record it for. But next time we come back, we're going to jump into Lower Bullocks. We're going to start building a proper hospital. You know, something which is worth a bit more time investment. You know, a bit more OCD in terms of where things go. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you were thinking. Come and join us in Discord as well. And I will see you in the next video.